Yes. What's up, my people? Y'all. What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, my peoples? Y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, SHERIDONNA, and we back at it again. Can't stop, won't stop. So today is going to be a very special show because it's just one of those days you just go through the vibes and you just know like you're living in your purpose. So this is why. Wait for the title. We're gonna come back to that. But you know how we're gonna start the show off. We're gonna start out with our rock out. We got a whole of vibes. You see what I'm saying? So the first artist that's coming to the stage or to your airway is going to be the one and only what? Mr. Barris Hellman, just to get the vibes all the way.
Oh, what a night! What a night! What a night! Oh gosh, what a night! I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, 'cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Feel like it rubbing over my skin. And then your hair dances on my chin. Wish we were alone, baby, just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh, oh. Wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone, just you and me. Take the profits, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, 'cause your perfume isn't loud, that only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, what a vibe.
Just hold the vibe. That's where we at right now. No matter what, we just gotta just know it's gonna be alright.
What a vibe. What a night. What a night.
It's my part.
Yeah. I'd love to wipe the sweat over your face, but it looks so good I might have to replace. This moment is magic, so I leave it alone. Until you say, I need time to go home. Oh, oh, oh. Wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone, just you and me. Take the problems and leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good.
That was the incomparable Bears Hellman, and I just got to get the vibes right. Okay, as you know, you're on your journey to success. And the most important thing that we must do for ourselves is self-care. So that's what I'm doing right now. The next artist coming to your airway right now, you may or may not know her. Her name is Savannah Christina, and this song is called Self Care. And this is the extended version. I love this vibe, y'all. Let's get into it. It's just a whole vibe. This whole vibe with me before we get the show started. We're not gonna have a long introduction today. We're just gonna dive in because I got things to do.
I felt this before, and I can't afford to cry. I got work in the morning. I got bills, I got family ties. You play with the piece of me.
Take your time to enjoy.
I try not to reason with.
Don't be tripping, y'all.
Not trying to make it clear. What why you even here. Don't you know I can't be caught up on no bullshit. I don't got the time.
When you gotta break it up.
Don't care who you with or what you doing. I'm doing it right. Self-care, self-love, selfish. Self-care, self-love, selfish.
That was.
And I want you to know that I did try my best with you.
Yes.
I cut off all my hoes that was just for you and I.
You know, as female, we got options. You know, but if that one person
I'm doing it
that didn't work, you
right.
gotta bring it back to yourself.
Selfish, baby. Self-love, self-care,
So that was Savannah Christina, and when I found this song, I was like, yes, I really, really like that vibe. It really just put everything in perspective for me, for what I'm going through right now. You know, going on. Look, we solo dolo entrepreneurship, guys. It's a solo race, y'all. A lot of people can't come with you, okay? And so I just have to know certain people is going to be shed, and that's why I want to dive deep, because I've been on like my soul searching, and I want to share some situation with you guys. I really was thinking about what title I should name it today. I was going to say the 3 type of relationships, but I said the 7. The title of today, if you're on YouTube, you already know. For the people on my Anchor, it's 7 ways to live your life purpose. You know, okay, before we even dive into that, we're just gonna go straight to our shout outs of the day. Hold on, let me get my water. Okay, so drinking some little H to the Izzo. Okay, so we're gonna start our shout out. We're gonna start with me. Like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me for SHERIDONN'S Diary of the Fashionista. And I just want to give a shout out to myself first and foremost, because without me, a lot of things would not be in existence today. And I want to thank me for like being consistent. Like I could have not done this show. I could have been somewhere else, but I know my life purpose. You see what I mean? So I literally had to make that decision once again, to just know like, yo, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what I'm doing, and I'm committed to myself, like, yo, this is what I'm doing. Okay, and it's the right choice for me, because it always feels like the right thing to do. So that's what I did. So shout out to me, shout out to my empire, shout out to SHERIDONNA Designs for giving me this delicious ensemble. Right now we'll have a fashion segment. A little bit later we'll talk about our whole look from top to bottom, darling. Talk about our hair, sponsored by SHERIDONNA Beauty Salon. Okay, my hair looks snatched, waist looks snatched, and so yeah, that's why I say I want to give myself the shout out, because I've been putting in work and working on my body, working on my brain, working on my brand, working on like the whole ensemble from the inside out. So thank God for me for being consistent and loving myself. Being selfish is not a bad thing when you need it for yourself. Moving right along, darling. Right. Okay, my next shout out goes to my offsprings, of course, darling. Shout out to my son Joseph and my daughter Isabella. Shout out to my son for making me some breakfast. Even though it's usually what he made, it was very nostalgic, because I used to make this for him and his sister growing up. It's pancakes. I haven't ate pancakes in a while. Um, and then it was potatoes with this thing called palm oil. It's like an African kind of like, all my Africans, y'all know what palm oil is. So we put that in with the cube. It was quite delicious. I only had 1 pancakes, but It was quite delicious. So shout out to my son, shout out to my daughter, um, for just being her, and for inspiring me. She's an amazing artist, for man challenging me all the time. Um, and just sometimes when you be feeling like, yo, you don't have nobody, you know that you have your kids. I know I have that my kids, and they just there for me to give me inspiration. She be knowing when I need a hug, what I mean? So a big shout out to my daughter and my son for being there for me, being there, um because they know I've been there for them their whole life, giving them hugs, reading books, being that homeschool mom, just taking them to their games and all their events and birthdays. I don't miss no birthdays, like just being there. So shout out to my kids for doing a reverse role. So reverse role. Sometimes my daughter be acting like my mother, like, are you my mother? And then my son be acting like he my daddy. Like, are you my daddy? Like, this outfit. He was like, Mom, don't make me hurt nobody. Cause I had this on today. I was like, whatever, little boy. You're not my father. You're not my father. I tell you what to do. But anyway, big shout out to my kids. Um, Big shout out to this artist. His name BE. And he is from the DMV area. Big shout out to you. I haven't heard from you in a while, and he just link up with me a couple of days ago on the IG. So he was just saying, he taking care of the family, and that's what it is. You got, well, he was taking care of his kids, so that's always number one, numero uno, number one, to take care of your kids. So no matter what. Okay, so make sure all the people out there that you guys take care of your kids no matter what. Okay, because that's who's going to end up taking care of you. So if you don't do a good job with your kids, they're not going to do a good job with you. Point blank at a period. Um, my next shout out goes to Boss Girls Now. This account I had found on well, they came on my page basically, with TikTok, and then we linked up on IG. Great inspirational page, and we just connected just like that. So big shout out to Boss Girls Now. That account lit. Ciao. Okay. So I want to give a big shout out to them. You already know we got to keep the vibes going all the way. Because we have so much situation in the world. Today, I'm going to give the other artist that I really, really like, that's doing the damn thing. I believe I talked to, I did talk about them last week. And I wanted to share another song of theirs as well. You may or may not know her, which I think you guys know her. And we're gonna play this song. I really like this song. I saw her. She did this song live, and I really really like it as well. So I say, you know what? I'm a I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it for you. Okay, and here it goes. Okay, so right now, in your airway right now, your airway. Hold on, we waiting for, technology could be, but just right now, we're now tuning in to Ari Lennox. Okay, just hold a vibe. This one is featuring J. Cole. It's called Shea Butter Baby. I like this one, y'all.
Shea butter, baby, bugging up your hero. Touch me, take me, kiss me, love me, impress me, pull up, black truck, ganja, Rizzo,
y'all.
If you're really down, we can find it. Lost in the alley, make love like a trash can. Neighbor, baby, bugging on your pillow. Shea butter, baby, bugging up your sheet.
Yes.
You crossed my mind 1,000 times. The cost was fine. I draw the line. I'm back, relapse, I'm fainting. Yes, what's that? In fact, I'm drinking. Coconut oil, the scene of your body still lingers on sheets. I got a shot at you on the beach. Cop that trigger release.
Right there. That's all I'm gonna give y'all right now. Okay, we're gonna go back to our shout outs because like I said, I'm gonna just try to keep it nice and smooth. All right. Big shout outs to Maya. Big shout out to Maya. Big shout she's Maya A Planet 9. Big shout out to you. Thank you for the love. And yeah, I know we will be aligned again because I believe she's going vegan. I think she already went vegan. She's doing different cooking shows or what have you. And I was supposed to do the cooking show, but whatever the case may be. But I got a message. Someone was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you're a vegan for so long." But it's just like a state of mind, and it's something that's important to me. So, yeah. But yeah, I love being a vegan because that's what that's what I prefer, and that's what work with the lifestyle. I'm able to, you see what I'm saying, fit in my clothes like how I want. I'm able to have that energy. I'm able to just live a healthier life, So that's what works for me. And yeah, so big shout out to Maya. I know that she's always posting like a lot of fruits and stuff like that. And her skin, you already know she's a seasoned girl, so and she look amazing. You see what I'm saying? Like straight natural. And that's the thing. Once you go vegan, guys, like your skin just be glowing out of no weirdo. Like this is no foundation, guys. I have a little bit of eye makeup and my lipstick. Like that's it. It's like what? What did you say? We don't have no bronzer, no nothing. Okay, this is straight. Just that glow up. Okay, move right along, darling. Okay. Right. A big shout out to my brother talking about vegan. He's a vegan, but he still eat fish. So I don't even know what that called. I don't really, like the labels. I just don't eat animals. Okay. So Richie Stevens, I know that he loves like gardening like myself, and he loves like eating really really good healthy stuff. So we always conversate like that and just giving each other love and stuff like that. So big shout out to him, my bro, in JA. So yeah, I'm gonna touch the road. I'm out. Yo, all I know, his garden looks so delicious. I want to go down there when it's like really really nice with mango aguam buttering out a tree and all those things, and just enjoy a little bit of his fruits. You know what I mean? So yeah, moving right to Long Darling, and talking about looking good in your clothes. Big shout out to Miss Jeanette Jenkins. She's like a workout guru that we be connected all the time because she has so much like information about like different workout tips and stuff like that. So I take bits and pieces of what she shares with me and she shared with the world, and I just incorporate in my lifestyle. So it becomes like a routine when I go and work on my body, basically. Chill. You need to get your routine. Get my water. Guys, I don't have no more Mama 2 fruit juice because I need to make some more. Last night, I was working on myself. I couldn't even do anything else. I said I'm gonna stay focused, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do that today. I ain't gonna try. I'm gonna do it today, so I can have my second batch. Okay, Mama 2 natural fruit juice is available at sheridonna.com. Move right along, darling. My next shout out has to go to this amazing being. I mean, she's so freaking inspiring. She's so motivational. She is the epitome of like resources. Seriously, her name is Lisa Nichols, and she literally helped to inspire this episode for today, guys. Some of the stuff that she was saying when she said it, like literally, like tears came down my face. Like literally, she was doing one of her amazing speeches, and then she was just talking about like, yo, when you know you're living in your purpose, things are just gonna just start falling into place, and you're gonna feel some type of way, and you're just gonna know like this is what you're supposed to be doing. And at that time, I just started like I just had a moment. Like it was just I said I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry, yo. Because sometimes like guys, it's not gonna be perfect. Like you're gonna be in like some tough situation where you're gonna be like, yo, um, am I going to commit to myself, or am I going to just let things just fall where they fall? Like you can't do that. The only way to predict the future is to create it. And this is why it was so important on 9/1/2020 for me to be here on my show, okay, producing. I said I wanted to be a producer today. You know, I asked myself even last night, like, what are we going to do? What are we doing? And I was like, we moving forward. I've been consistent on my show. That's one thing in my life that I've been super consistent. Well, I've been consistent more than one thing. Like being a mom is my number one priority. Being an entrepreneur and doing my podcast been like the most three things that I've been consistent in my life, because that is what is so important to me. And so here we are. And when Lisa was just saying her stuff, it just hit me like all my hard work is paying off. You just have to continue to just be patient with yourself. But yeah, child, we're going to get into the nitty gritty, the whole thing. We're going to do our word of the day and the quote of the day to kind of like digest and kind of share everything that I'm going through right now, and like, the process. All right. Okay. Of living your life purpose. All right. So my next shout out goes to Tony Stone. Big shout out to Tony Stone, guys. He is a artist, darling. He's from the PG area. Okay, and he is a family friend, and he just have some uh he has some really good music that I want to share with you guys. Every time he has another one. I want to make sure I get a clean version of that joint. And but in the meanwhile, in between time, I have one of my favorite songs that he made, and I think I played that last time. But Minute can't play this like every day, okay? And this one is called "Up Your Mountain Range" to Tony Stone, y'all. Yeah, full of vibes. Let's go. Okay. PG was good. MD was good. Laura was good. Okay. Up. The place well book. I've used it now. Yeah. Up. The place well book. I've used it now. Yeah. These feelings put on my feet, I'm ballin' just like a damn pro. The scheme of the rock, I shoot the 3 points. I'm swerving these niggas, I stick to dang. Mama, she told me they used to people. Who the fuck these niggas knocking like the people? I could black to the people. I'm still thuggin' with my niggas, to my people, yeah. I'm a DJ, but I'm still down there. Let me take over the bottle with my niggas on me. Tell them we're up. We in the kitchen and the place will walk. Just sit down and get fucked. Just see the boss, I should want get fucked. Beer high grade, fuck up in the truck. That way up. Yeah. Okay. Up.
place where the poor come to see now what come.
They have decent.
Yeah.
Saucy.
The place where the poor come to see now what come. Yeah. I can see the bamboo like this. To the 6:30, but the matrix. Me love all the way. Don't hit money in your heart. Let me strap it on your mouth and do the circle. Girl, you walk one mile, you a freaky girl. You let me take off your drawers and let me with you. Your pussy so wet, come in like faucet.
Sample. That's all y'all get right there from Sony. Some of his music could be very, because you know he has a Jamaican mom. So as you know, island people, we could be a little bit explicit, and that's where, or a little bit spicy or edgy. And this is why, you guys, you have me, like, I'm very conservative, but I have a splash of edge to me because island people always have sauce. That's just how it is. And you know, I could be conservative, but like it's still something in me that just have to just give you a little bit of rawness because it's just who I am. And so, child, looking like you caught a leg. Hey, shout out to Causey. I saw her. She had her daughter. I was like, okay, she doing it. All right. Moving right along, darling. My next shout out to Vivi. Vivi a million. Shout out to you. She's on the I and the G. Thank you for the love always. And the best is yet to come. She actually inspired me to do subscription, guys. So that's one of our news of today. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Okay. That we'll have that available as our news. We'll talk about that in a little bit later. Also a big shout out to For the Hype Music and For the Hype for just being you. The like, no matter what, long as your authentic self, you know, either you like or people don't like you. Like either you're like or they don't like, but all you know is just be your authentic self. And I like that he's just being his authentic self, and he stayed true to himself. So that's very inspiring as well. So big shout out to you. Big shout out to both the Killer Rody. Big shout out to you, Ray. Thank you for staying connected with me. She here. Okay. We here, right? So thank you for the love. And I wanted to get that song from Both Killer. He had a new song, but I don't think it's released yet, guys. So I'm waiting for that song. I cannot wait. I seen a little sample of it on IG. Fire. Y'all already know how Both to be. He give you all the hits, all of the hits. Okay. Big shout out to Shaka King. Thank you for the invite. You know, and guys, that's what we have to realize. Sometimes we get deals on the table, but if it's not aligned, then it's just not aligned, and you cannot force a situation. But thank you for the invite. Thank you for the love, 100%, and it's always love. So, you know, the best is yet to come, and there are always more than one deal. Okay, remember that your blessings, it never miss you. Your blessings can't miss you. Okay, so I always tell myself that when things don't work out how you think it's supposed to be, that's just redirection for your other blessings. Moving right along. Big shout out to Central NY Woman. Um, Again, thank you guys for another opportunity as well. So we will see. The best is yet to come, and you know, I'm super excited about my future and what I'm here to bring to the world. And so, yes, I'm just here to share my experiences and my expertise, and to live my best authentic life. That's why we're here. Moving right along. Big shout out to Syracuse in Focus, SIF. Syracuse is doing a damn thing. Okay. And that's always like my second home. So I just want to give mad love to Syracuse. I have a lot of history in Syracuse. My ex-husband and I, we created the USI Awards there, and we just made a tremendous impact in upper state New York, and we will forever be like, known for that. And so I had epiphany. Guys, I had a dream, believe it or not, I had a dream about Nicki Minaj, Beyonce and Jay. Like me, Jay and Beyonce was in like a big RV because I've been obsessed about an RV. I don't even know. So Jay was driving, and then all I know, Jay had a park. So I ended up coming out the RV, and me and B came out the RV, and we were coming up kind of like a stairs or what have you, and then um uh uh Nicki Minaj, she was actually doing like a like a video photo shoot type thing, and then literally we were involved in that, and then all I know, me and the queen, me and the other queen, me and Nikki, we was having a conversation about working together and about doing awards, because guess who was on the situation? It was somebody on TV that we were watching. We was like, they didn't win an award, and we was like, yo, this person need to get an award because they that girl. And I literally, who I was thinking? I was thinking about the Ari Lennox person, right? And it was so crazy, like it just all like made sense. And she was like, Nikki was like, yo, I was like, yo, somebody was telling me that you wanted to work with me. And it was like, yeah, they were supposed to tell you before I told you. Her like bodyguard security was there. It's like I knew him, and he knew me already, and that's how we connected or what have you. So I kind of feel like the security guard was somebody that I knew um from way back when or whatever. But that dream was so surreal. So we were like, eventually, me and Nikki and her security, what have you, was like in like a private room, her room where she just get away from everybody or whatever. And it was just a very intimate kind of like conversation. And all I know is like, we was like, oh, we're gonna work together, what have you. So the universe, in my dreams, me and Nikki, we're gonna do a video together. We're gonna do the award show together, and we're gonna give artists that really need to be recognized, like Ari, Lennox, awards, you know, and give them the proper treatment that they deserve. So guys, that's that was when I say I woke up, I had to write that in my diary, guys. Like literally, I as soon as I woke up, I just wrote everything down. So it was more intense, but I just gave you guys a short version of that. But it was crazy that those three artists was in my dream, and we were talking about the award show. It was crazy. But anyway, okay, moving right along. Okay, big shout out to K1 Creates digital soul gate. Like when I say this, I think I mentioned them before. They're just amazing. Like being like literally, I woke up with them liking everything that I said on their page, because their page are so inspirational, and it just helps me to like develop myself as a human, as an entrepreneur, and just as like a woman. And I just really love that page. So big shout out to them. All right. Also a big shout out to Miss Gutter Baby. Okay, SPL, and she is a artist from the DC area, and she paving her way. So big shout out to her. And yeah, also big shout out to Miss Michelle, right? As y'all should know Miss Michelle, right? Um, but yeah, I was just super excited. I'll be so excited when I do my podcast, guys, and that's why I really have to do it no matter what the situation is. I just feel like if I don't do it, I'm vibes right now. Um, the artist where I'm gonna bring to your airway right now um is, wait for it, wait for it. Okay. Okay, this kind of goes hand in hand with what we're talking about right now. Okay, like when you're on your journey, um, you still got to remember where you come from, and therefore, that's how always, um, even though they say, oh, you shouldn't be separated by the country, but at the same time, that's where I know. So, where I come from is JA. That's where I know. So, a big shout out to Jamaican and Jamaican people. But yeah, this song is by Layla Aki. That's the vibe right there. Okay, so that's Layla Aki. Okay, and we're just going to finish up our shout outs because, like I said, we have a lot to talk about, but we have a limited time today because I have another engagement, guys. So my next shout out goes to the Tribus podcast. Thank you guys for the love. My next shout out goes to Healthy Vegan Dessert. They're a magazine, so thank you guys for the follow and thank you guys for the love. And I definitely see myself in that magazine because it go hands in hand because that the stuff that they produce kind of goes with my lifestyle. So yeah, I can see myself kind of like in our workout gear, like with some something that I probably made or something like some I don't know, maybe some rasta pasta or some kale with something delicious. I see myself in that. Also, big shout out to Tony Monteron. Yo, he just did this concert. I think he was in Florida or Jamaica. I think it was in Florida. Um, and I just love his vibe and love his song. Um, yeah, so big shout out to Tony Monteron. And a big shout out to Kim Cole. Like she's just such an amazing being to me. Every time I hear from her, every time like she posts on LinkedIn, every time she send me a message, every time we connect, it's always like mad love, great inspiration, and it's so amazing as an artist and as an entrepreneur to actually have people who has like surpassed or like a like been to their highest success in their life, kind of share their input and their experience to kind of like deposit in you, like that's the best thing. So I'm happy like I could call her literally my mentor to help me with my thoughts, helping me with my confidence in terms of my business and what I could do, like, and just giving me the strength. Like my message that I got yesterday was absolutely just what I needed at that particular time, and like the best is yet to come, and I cannot wait to connect and that's all I can say. Okay, and a big shout out to Julian. That's my neighbor. Big shout out to you because it seemed like the universe always puts you with me at a specific time when I sometime when I we like in divine order, I should say. Like literally he was just talking to me in the rain, but I think he needed to talk to me and I was just holding the vibe. So I needed to talk to him as well. And so we always find a way to connect with each other. So a big shout out to Julian. And yeah, the best is yet to come. We have similar lives in terms of where we are in our life. I won't indulge in every single thing, but we could connect and relate to each other a lot. The conversation is always beyond. I could talk to him forever. Like it's crazy. Like I didn't really know him, and now like it's crazy. But is this quote? It's like everyone that you meet knows something that you don't. And I know he knows something that I don't, and vice versa. But um, move right along, darling. All right. So now that we got our shout outs out, okay, we're just gonna dive right all the way into our word of the day, darling. Our word of the day is 3 words: life, purpose, okay, and live. Okay, the first word is life, the existence of an individual, human being or animal. So life. We have life. So we got to make sure that we really utilize that and come out our comfort zone sometimes. So sometimes it's so scary to me, but I know that's what I need to do. So make sure that we enjoy our life and we make sure we stretch ourselves like literally every day, like even to do this, even though it I'm in a space where I'm comfortable, I'm doing a thing that's totally uncomfortable for me. Just This is an unpredictable thing. This is something that's like not in anybody's book for me. This is in the book for myself. So literally writing my own diary, writing my own history for myself. So this is so foreign and I'm taking a big risk in my life. So life, enjoy it. Okay. And the next word is purpose. What is your purpose? Purpose, the reason of which something is done or created or for which something exists. Okay, so my purpose is to do this podcast to share my experience with you guys. And with that, I'm able to do that for myself to like give me the strength that I need, like to create, like literally, I create like a mini book each time I do my episode. And the information that's in here, it helps me to be confident in myself. It helps me to motivate myself. It helps me to figure out what is really important to me. And I'm able to share that with the world. So, yeah. And then live. A lot of people exist, but a lot of people don't live. So, what does live mean? To remain alive. To remain alive, to be alive at a specific time. Because a lot of people would do work that just makes them dead. And I say, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna kill my spirit. No, no, ma'am. No, everything we doing is gonna be on fire. With that said, my outfit does all our vibes right now, guys. I just get the vibes all the way up. I think it's only fair that I do that. I forgot to my mind. Y'all already know how I feel about this person right here. And the crazy thing is, yo, when you get to meet the people that you like see, like, oh, they're all the way this and they're all the way like, they have all these accolades and they have all these fans already, and you finally get to talk to them and you finally get to meet them, you realize, guys, everybody's just a fucking human. Okay? Everybody's just a human. Like, we don't have to you don't hold nobody at no like worship nothing. No, everybody is human just like you. But when you just get to connect with people. So everything is about frequency. When you have the same frequency as somebody, they're gonna connect with you. So when I was able to connect with my dude, I was so super happy. So big shout out to my dude. I Octane. Yeah. All right. And I have to play my favorite song in the whole world that he has done thus far, but he have enough music. Okay. He got new music coming. And I'm so excited to be able to play that for you guys. But in the meanwhile, in between time, I have to play my favorite song, Pollute That Cry. Yes. Okay. Conquer the good.
Every girl want every out of clothes. Bad man no poor nose. I know how I fall we hot like stove. Hey banks, put the big days on the washing stand. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing. From a dancing, in a giant chatting that. Shirt up from my belly with the blacking. Grab on the hill, put the white house like Washington. Watch them a speculate wonder how my pocket. Six gently, yeah the traffic strap. I through the traffic, them flashing and dashing down. Take a boat, y'all crash and plan. Stepping at the street, they refresh like water. Pull up over Portmore, stepping at the plaza. Burnsville, Rockville, Laurel. Me don't left my charger. Next day, sentience, link on Sparta. Daddy don't like me, gone with the data. When a baller, 18, Billy Gardner. Give me talks, then we charge. So we beat. But my body don't think. The brand them rare, only think. Touching at the road, one. So we beat. Got my face don't think. The brand them rare, only think. Touching at the road, one. I ain't dead. And that tump off long start. Lick up this a grab a numb tats. And then you pour but this a no rum talk. Lick up boy calm down before something jump off. Yeah, we get and the girl a road, no girl no fuck.
Okay.
And the team important like car. The kicks them a chop, some a cut like sharp edge. When I smell like market.
Baby Potter.
So we do it. Got my limbs on fleek. The brand them rare antique. Touching at the road. Hey, so we beat. Got my brand on fleek. The brand them rare antique. Touching at the road. Hey, so we beat. Got my brand on fleek. The brand them rare antique. Touching at the road. Hey, so we beat. Got my brain on fleek. The brand them rare antique. Touching at the road. Big Benz for the washing stand. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing.
That's all I can give you. Oh my god. Whew, I can't, like, Miss Tim, I love that song. That song would give me hype. Like, I can hear that like every single day. I play that song like every single day. Like, seriously, I play that song every single day, at least like at least 3 times for the day. Child. Like, yes, Lord. Okay. My first quote of the whole situation is, the days that break you are the days that make you. Child. It's plenty of times where you're gonna be crying like, but you're gonna have your aha moment. You gonna have that aha moment. And today was one of them. Like I said, today is 9/1. Okay, 9/1/2020. Out here in these streets. This is something I had to what? Finish. Okay, I had to finish that. One of the happiest moments in life is when you find the courage to get off what, to let go of what you can't change. It's certain things. I'm gonna read that again. One of the happiest moment in life is when you find the courage to let go of what you cannot change. The things you can change, make sure you change them. The things that you cannot change, don't even worry about it. Okay, like certain things, you know, you can't change. Don't even worry about it. People not, you know, for some reason the connection is not there. Like, don't worry about that. Make sure you keep your vibration all the way up. That's all you got to do. Because the one of the quote is, a man's rejection or a person's rejection is God protection. Child, I stay protected. Okay, that rejection, that's for me. That is for me. That is for my heart. That is for my being. That is for my spirit. Like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ari, what's her name? Ariana Grande. She have a song that say thank you to all the exes. That's why I didn't work out. Thank you. I wanna thank you, thank you. I wanna thank you for that redirection because God got me. Thank you. Next, okay. Um, It is not happy people who are thankful. It's thankful people who are happy. That's why I'm always happy because I'm just thankful. I'm going to be thankful no matter what, even through the pains and the sorrow and through the journey of my life because I know I'm in the dirt. I'm in the dirt and we blossom. Eventually, when you're in the dirt, you're going to blossom and you're going to blossom into a beautiful, beautiful tree. Okay. That's able to bear fruit, okay, and people could eat from, okay, and we're bearing fruit, and so but you just got to be patient with yourself, and just know you can't rush your harvesting situation, okay. um every day will not honor who you are. Okay, so you got to make sure that you honor yourself. And what that means to me is like, yo, everything is not going to work out um how you want it to be. Okay, but you just got to know you got to honor yourself no matter what. Honor yourself, and that's why it's important for me to honor myself even though sometimes universe will, like the world, the universe will give you tests to see, do you really want something, or are you going to let something distract you? Either be a little bit of finance where somebody will like, oh, do a job. You know how much situation I got? It was like, oh, do it on Tuesday. But I'm like, that would not honor myself. The whole time I would do on whatever it is on another Tuesday, I will be thinking about doing my show. So every time I know that I have to do my show, I don't put anything in this time frame. You see what I'm saying? Unless I know, like, moving forward, I know, like, yo, I just need to take a break for myself. Like when my aunt passed, I just need to take a break. I took like a whole month off my show because I just need to just get my situation together. But if that didn't happen, meaning like I didn't tell myself like, yo, sure, don't take a break. I'm going to commit to myself. That's why I wear my ring, because I'm committed to myself and I'm committed to make myself happy. So I do the things that make myself happy. So um keep that in mind. So moving right to Long Darling. Okay. So I want to get into the 3 types of relationship. And like I said, a big shout out to Lisa Nichols because she really inspired this. She really inspired this show today. When I say, like, when she was talking, it was like she was talking to me, like directly to me. And that's how powerful. That's when you know we're just an amazing like communicator and amazing like inspirational person. Okay, a speaker. Three types of relationships. She was like, one is a lifetime, right? That means no matter what, they're gonna be there until the end. Okay, and those could be anybody in your life, but you have to know the difference. A lot of time we put people in places where they don't belong. Okay, number two is life-giving people, is a life-giving relationship. So I had a relationship that I want to put it in a lifetime, but it's not in a lifetime situation. That's a life-giving. Okay, this life-giving relationship, it lasts like maybe one night to like 2 years, guys. All right. I need for y'all to peep these dates: one night or 2 years. Okay. And this now I understand, why certain people are not in my life, because they're life given. They gave me the intense feeling, the passion, like, but it was so chaotic at the same time. You got to know, like, this person is only in your life to let you know that you're still alive. Like, you still got it in the bag. Like, don't you worry. But they were only there for a moment in time, and you just got to appreciate the moments that you had before, and don't try to relive that journey. Like, it will not be good for you. It would not be good for you. So literally, I just been like trying to figure out why things happen, and like, how am I gonna like be okay with you know uh all the decisions that I have to face. So put in things like organizing your shelf, child. So basically, I'm organizing the shelf of my life and putting people in where they're supposed to be, like life giving. And I know my last relationship, that was like a life giving, because that's the only thing I could really think about. Like, that the same thing that Lisa was explaining, it was exactly what I was going through. Like, exactly what that is. Like, intense, passionate, but still so chaotic, so crazy. Okay. Um, and the third one is purposeful. It's a purposeful relationship, guys. And that's a person that's like, yo, you're gonna go through pains, but you're on a journey together. And once you finish all of your journeys together, like having kids and you being married, like, I know my ex-husband, that was my purposeful relationship, meaning he helped me to he made me become a mom. He made me became a wife. I was able to manifest so much things in my life, to do TV production, to be comfortable with myself. So that is a purposeful relationship. And now that I know, okay, and I recognize, like, our journey together was complete because we did everything. That's why I still try to figure out, like, okay, so why am I not married? Like, because our journey was complete. Our journey was complete. That's the only thing. Like, I don't hate him. He actually called me this morning. He was like, "Oh, he has an opportunity for me." Sometimes I'll be just like, "Child, okay." So, a purposeful relationship, and once you know these things, that can help you on your journey. Because I'm trying to tell you, if you don't know certain things, it will rack your brain, and you be like, you gonna go cray cray, because it's so much pressure. And speaking of pressure, child, I'm gonna have to just hold up vibes right now, because it be a lot. Being a mom, being an entrepreneur, okay, being a woman, okay, and then being a single woman, child, it's a lot of pressure. That the three types of relationship, like I said, is your lifetime relationship, your life giving relationship, and your purposeful relationship. Okay. Um, so before we even get anything, I just want to hold the vibes right now with the one and only Miss Young Ambad and Miss Grammy winning artist all the way from JA Spanish Town. Me and Coffee actually went to the same school, believe it or not. Hold on, holding the vibes right now. If you guys know what school Coffee went to, then you know what school I went to. And if you do know, I want you guys to put it down in the comment and let's hold the vibes. I went. There's two section part of it. I went to the elementary part. Okay, so now we're tuned into the one and only Miss Coffee. This one's called Pressure, y'all. You gonna feel it. That's when you know you're becoming a diamond, y'all. I feel it.
Ooh, yeah. Never give up. Never give in. Under the pressure, under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure, under the pressure. If your watch up and take away now, we did not take a car, we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel you cry down, I heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it happy be better, not be living at the get up to be under the pressure, my friend. Yeah, Lord have mercy, this can't get no worse. I feel call it a curse, so me heart it a hurt me. Call it thirsty because from me birth to the first me, I feel like the father desert me. But when the pressure erupts, we never give up. No, we never give in. And me up, send up a prayer, feeling better living. I can't fall, so I better be sing. I'm sorry, under the pressure, under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure, under the pressure. If your voice up and take away now, we did not take a car, we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel you cry down, I hurt your heart, you know, but you don't make it stress, cause it I feel it better, not be living at the ghetto, be the under the pressure, my friend. You're not for be the one I beg you all, man. I think with some brand new pumpkin farm. Yeah, or the little way I hustle in the streets, so sticky, or baby, something warm. Because your pocket could have deep up a nice pretty vehicle and all kind of visa, so life should have sweet you, but I could have teach you all time could have reach on this time and have something come. Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure, under the pressure. If your boy up and take away now, we didn't take a car, we
Under the pressure, my friend. Remember, I have no rights to these songs. That's why I just do a little quick snippet of it. But yeah, that was Young I'm Bod, Miss Coffee. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Okay. Ciao. So what Lisa was saying is, make sure that you exercise your yes and your no's. When you want to say no, my nigga, you need to say no. And I'm learning that, like, it's a no. Let's practice. Do you want to do this show? That's going to inconvenience you, but yeah, it's going to give you the opportunity or what have you. Yes, it might not be aligned with what's who you are, but it's going to give you a lot of press. Do you want to do it? Let's say together. No. Okay. Do you want to do a photo shoot with someone that you really can't stand and just the sight of them just makes your stomach crawl? Let's say together. No. Do you want to go cook today? Yes. Say with me. Yes, I would like to do that. So make your yes be your yes and your no be your no. Take that from Auntie Sheridonna. You gonna appreciate me for that, because literally as an artist you're just a yes person because you just want people to be happy. But you gotta make sure self is happy first. Point blank in the period. So just learn that situation. And we're just gonna dive right into it. Let me give me some water, y'all. I'm get my water, get you the H to the Izzo. Make sure you guys keep yourself hydrated. Okay? Alright. That's quite yummy and scrumptious. My Mama Two is not with me today, but my Mama Two fruit juice will be here for the following. Okay, we're gonna move right to Long Darling, and we're gonna talk about the 7 signs that you have a great idea. How you doing? How you doing? You know I got them good. I got that good. Okay, because everything I touch is gold. Everything I touch is magical. Okay, because I'm that star seed. How you doing? Moving right along. Okay, number 1. you solve a problem. Okay. We stay so, and that's what I'm saying. A big shout out to Kim's Cole for just encouraging me and just giving me like the strength to just know like my brands solve issues, and I am the problem solver for a lot of people. Okay, I am that girl. Okay, so big shout out to her. um Hold on, me whole vibes. Finish my situation. We got to make sure that our anchor situation is together, guys. Um, yes. What's up, my peoples? Y'all, what's up, y'all? It's a girl Sheridonna, and we're again. So, like I was saying, we were diving into the 7 signs idea, darling. And I was given one of my mentors, Miss Campbell, a big shout out for encouraging me, and thank you for the message, and thank you for just making and my being like help to just feel like vibe like I'm in the right purpose and like in the right direction, because sometimes when you're going somewhere and someone give you the direction and you just feel like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like that's how I feel, like I'm going the right direction and I'm getting to where I need to be. So she's one of those people, so big shout out to her. Okay, so number one, you solve a problem. I am that problem solver. Okay, just doing my podcast, I'm helping artists to be recognized who's not always recognized, and I'm helping them to to be heard all over the world. Okay, and I'm helping myself as well to do something that I absolutely love, and sharing my input and my experience. Like I'm solving issues for people, like to for entrepreneurship and just self-development, really, and self-love and self-care. I'm showing people how to love me, and I'm showing people how to love themselves. So I'm solving a whole bunch of issues for people, including myself, by doing my podcast. And I'm slaying it as I go. Okay, and my brand, we solve issues. If you want to stand out from the crowd, okay, and have unique pieces, okay, all the time, this is where you come. Okay, this is what we do. Because where can you, seriously, where can you go to get this? Nowhere. Where can you get this style from? Nowhere, because it's only one Sheridonna, the one and only motherfucking Sheridonna. We here for it. Okay, so we stay solving problem. In our other brand, Unity Fashion Institute, we basically teach our young fashionistas, entrepreneurs, and business owners how to do what we do within their own way. Okay, you can't duplicate me because I'm me. No one can't be me, but you could be you. Just get the information, do you. That's all. All right. And humble confident, we show you how it's done, darling. Like, chin up, darling. Chin up, darling. Yes. Is that the angle? Yeah. That's the angle right here. Just know your angles. Big shout out to Humble Confident Modeling Agency, because I already know we here to lay and slay. And this new generation that's coming through the game, the runway is gonna look totally different, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, because how we gonna do it is a little something spicy. All right, move right to Lone Valley. Number two is scalable. Like I'm just so happy. Like literally, I was going through like my business plan and like figuring out like, okay, so how are we going to be more scalable? Of course, um, we're gonna do subscription. We're gonna do our podcast. We're going to do um like collaborations, like this thing about, okay, what new products are we're going to be doing. Okay, we're going to be doing sustainable pieces. You see what I'm saying? Like when we had the situation when we couldn't go to the store, I use, this is my old sweater, guys. This is my old sweater that I had, and I transform it into a 2-piece. So we have a sustainable business where suppose you can't go get fabric, you use what you already have, and you create custom couture pieces. Like inside is all beautiful, it's all French in here, and it's just, it's French, but you also have that raw edge. Like right now, I did that zigzag finish for right here around the edges. We're gonna get into the fashion in a minute. Like, child, I came here to slay. Okay. And I talk about my hair in a minute. Just give me a vibe. Just I got y'all. Don't you worry. Okay. But just having it scalable. And I was just going through my plans, and I'm just like, yo, We got this. We just have to be patient with ourselves and keep on executing the vision. That's it. That's it. All right, moving right along. So knowing that your stuff is scalable. Number two, is it easy to copy? No, no. Who could do me? Nobody. Who come up with this design? Nobody. Okay, copy weird. Oh my god. So my lawyer, guys, she was just saying like usually she's not impressed by any designer, and she was like, I'm so fucking impressed by you with my designs, and I'd be like, oh my god, like that just made like my whole like being, and that again with the purpose. She was like, make sure you don't do nothing else. At the time, I was doing like my notary. I'm like, oh, my notary. I'm doing hair. I'm doing this. I'm kind of like doing a lot of things. And it's just like, she just gave me that aha moment. Like, oh, child, we not going to cry. Like, when I say like, nope. Like, don't be doing nothing else. So she said, don't do nothing else. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And when I say like, it has been a battle to be able to do my shit, and I just know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like when you know like this is what you're supposed to be doing, that's what you do. And again, like the universe keep on giving me confirmation, like Sheridonna, this you're meant to be a fashion designer. You're meant to be an inspirational person. You're meant to do amazing thing in the world. Do not get distracted. Know your purpose and stick by it. Know what feels good to you. Know what comes with ease. Doing pattern comes to me so easily. Doing draping comes to me so easily. You know, that's when you know that's your purpose. You see what I'm saying? Doing my fashion illustration, I could whip up a masterpiece within like 10-15 minutes. That's just, you just gotta know. Doing my podcast, I do this like no problem. It's already in me. So it's just like you just gotta know your purpose. So I know nobody can copy me. And I don't copy nobody's stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like you could get inspired, but I never say, oh, I'm gonna do this design like how never. That's never in my existence. Even in school, I never copied nobody paper. Never. Okay? People always asking me for answers. You see what I'm saying? That's what I know. So that's why when Kendall's like, yo, you was a problem solver, people are looking for you, because I was telling her that yo, that's what I need. I need more exposure to be able to get my brand out there a little bit more. She was like, people are looking for you, and you're the problem solver. Like, don't worry. So, ciao. That was not scheduled, MBA. That was not scheduled. Okay, moving right to Long Belly. Ciao. Ooh, how you doing? Uh, is there a huge demand? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have people left and right want to work with us. Okay, that want to wear my design. So big shout out to Avivi a Million that actually wanted to rent my stuff, my dresses, and she always is like, I love your stuff, and she kind of inspired me. She inspired me to do my subscription and to rent my fashions or what have you, because you know a lot of the stores are closing. So what do? People still want to use your stuff. They can't go to the store to get it. So you just cut out the middleman, and then you just do the transaction like that. So big shout out to her, to Vivi a Million, to inspiring me. And to giving me all the confidence, like, yo, your design is like one of a kind. We can't find this nowhere else. It's hundreds of different designers, but there's nobody like me. And that's why like I keep on getting that confirmation from the universe, like, yo, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, I knew that. I just know. You see what I'm saying? So how you doing? And I knew that because literally I've been looking for this specific needle to do my satin. I'm doing my wedding dress. This is my second one I'm doing, and for the life of me, it's been so challenging to find a specific needle. And literally, I found it today, and I'm going to go get it. So this is why I'm going to be wrapping up my stuff, and I'm going to get my needle so I can be able to come back and finish my wedding gown, because it's in my already like it's in my spirit. So I have to get it done. Like I have to get it done, because literally I wake up, I see my fabric cut ready to go, and it's just right there on the table, and it has to be created point blank the period. I already did my illustration. We're done. Moving right along, guys. Number 5, people are willing to pay for it. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They're willing to pay for it. Um, and I'm for it. I'm definitely here for it. And like I said, like I'm just looking forward to solving more issue for people, and so that's why I'm here. So, within all my brands, but of course, the leading brand is my Sheridan Design. So that's kind of like that's our B Corp. That's the brand. That's our covers everything. That's the umbrella of everything, and kind of like the leading vehicle for all my brands. So big shout out to myself. And number 6, you're passionate about it. Like I friggin' see designs in my sleep. This is how I came up with my wedding dress. I literally saw the design in my sleep, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, because literally I woke up and I see I just like I have my fabric that I'm gonna use, and literally I let it come to me. Like when I get the fabric, I didn't know what design. I just know I'm gonna do a wedding dress, and I always let the design come to me. When I see the fabric, it tells me what to do. I don't even. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm weird. Whatever, it comes to me, and that's how it manifests. And literally I created a pattern, I cut the thing out, and now we're ready to make it a 3D. And so yeah, passionate, that's an understatement. I live and breathe fashion, like literally. Okay, this is me. I am fashion, point blank and period. Moving right along. Okay, it's different from the current solution. Absolutely. Where you can find this at? Where can you find this look at it? Where can you find this look that I have? This number. Any of my design, you can't find that shit nowhere. Of course it's gonna be different because I'm different. Okay? I'm cut from a different cloth. When God made me, he broke the mold. Like there is no other but her. That's it. Okay? There's no redo. There's no nothing. It's one Sheridonna. How you doing? Moving right along, darling. Okay. You don't have to solve your whole life overnight, and you don't have to feel ashamed of being where you are. All you have to do is focus. Okay? Focus on the small thing that you can do today to get closer to where you want to be. Facts. Slowly and lightly, one step at a time, and you will get there. And this is why I said I had to do my show today, because this is one step closer to where I want to be. Okay, like I said, we're going to have an international TV show and podcast. Okay, and we already have it. Like I said, the last time I checked, we were in 11 countries. I'm pretty sure we're still growing. I have to look up at my analytics. We're in 11 different countries: Ghana, Nepal, um, we're in Guatemala. We're in so many different places. I never thought that our podcast would reach. Is beyond. Of course, we're in the United States. That's our number one market. But there's other places that I'm just super happy that I'm able to like touch those people's lives, and they still tune in, and I'm happy about that. And we look forward to be able to keep on evolving. So big shout out to Anchor for helping me to get my vision out. Okay. So Lisa was also saying, that's what I'm saying. She was saying, living my quest. And I just come up with like, how do I live my quest? By doing my show, by living my truth. How do I make my fingerprint matter so big that it lives beyond my transition? My podcast live on forever. I love that. My brand live on for all my designs live on forever. You can always see that. Okay, like I'm super happy about that. Finding my own voice, that's how you live your own quest, by finding your own voice. Okay, find the song only you can sing, only I could do. But some my peoples, only I could do that. You feel me? And that makes me feel so good because I had my dude Martin Regana. He tried to say it. It does not sound like how I say it. And I had this other artist. He was like, I love when you say that. And I didn't know how impactful that was until people start saying, like, I love when you say that because it's so soothing. And you know who inspired me to do it? Just came to me one day. Big shout out to Ralph Smart. He actually inspired me to do my podcast and also broadcast it on on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So I love what he was doing, and he always have his own thing too. So that inspired me. So that's what, big shout out to Ross Smart. And when I finally kind of met him, online, whatever, and talked to him, it was just so surreal. Like, oh my God, like that's what I said. When you meet somebody that you look up to and you feel like, oh, they surpass you, what have you, and they're like so much more popular or so much well known, you just be feeling like, oh, they're just human, guys. He was so down to earth. He was so like cool to talk to, and I look forward to talk to you again, darling. All right. So, also, so living my quest, and these are the questions I ask myself: healing the little girl in me so the woman can thrive. Like literally, I learned that I had father issues. I have like like different issues in our family that I have to heal from, and literally you just have to find your voice, okay? And I know I can't dim my light. I can't be something that somebody want me to be. I can only be me, and only I know who that is. And therefore is my job to find that out. I can't even tell my daughter what she should be. She only knows what she could be. All I could do is give her the tools. I can't tell my son what to do. I could just give him the tools, and he has to figure out what he wants to do. Give him the resources. So basically, you just have to give your kids a tool. You cannot tell them who they are and what they should do in their life, okay? What career path they should take at all, because they will never be happy, okay? My quote is always be proud of yourself, okay, on how hard you're working. Like, that's what my dude, he had a quote, and I was just like, yo, I'm just so proud of myself, even if nobody says that, which I have my tribe tell me that all the time. Like mine say he's just so proud of me and all my development and my growth. Um, where I came from within my business, and as like how I think and how I move, like I definitely have grown and developed into this amazing blossom, beautiful woman. And I'm definitely happy that I've become like this woman that I can respect and that I love. And so, ciao. Okay. I know that I am enough, and 1,000 times enough. Okay. And my next quote is enjoy your life no matter the circumstances. Okay. And that's what I've been doing. Like I've been having like really, really, we have tough moments as entrepreneurs, but you just gotta know, like, go and enjoy yourself. I'm gonna go and enjoy myself. Fuck all the bullshit. Go and enjoy yourself. I have to give myself kind of like a mini vacation, guys. Give yourself a mini vacation. Okay, if you gotta go take a walk, if you gotta go swimming, if you gotta ride your bike, if you gotta, my daughter, she like doing her little skateboard. My son, he listens to his music. He go vibe with his people. But figure out a routine that work for you. Okay, and my next quote is: you've got too much soul to be handled by someone who has never been passionate. So when people try to handle you a certain way, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because they're just not passionate about anything, so they wouldn't understand what you're going through. And it was a quote. I forgot who said it. Don't take advice from people who have never been where you are, or you wouldn't change your life with them. Would you change your life with somebody? You can't take advice from people that you would never change. You would never change your life with them. Like, no, no. What? I don't think so. And unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behavior. Somebody continue to have bad behavior, fuck all the bullshit. No, no, I'm not accepting that at all. Point blank in the period. My next quote is respect your body. When it's asking you for a break, respect your mind when it's seeking rest. Honor yourself when you need a moment for yourself. That's why I said, like, I came back from my my daily like mini vacation, and I was telling myself, oh, I was gonna go back to work. Da, da, da. When I came back and I laid down, I was like, you know what? My body's telling me I need to rest. I need to rest. So I literally just held a vibe and just went to my bed basically. Because I was like, I know I had a show tomorrow, but I got woke up like 4 o'clock in the morning and what have you, and I couldn't even go back to sleep, and I didn't go back to like 6 something. And I woke up at like 8 something, and it was kind of like behind schedule. That's why I was probably like 20 minutes late or what have you. I was late also because somebody wanted to see the pictures I was taking outside, one of my neighbors or whatever. So every time I go outside before I do my show, it's always an experience, and it's always love though. So it's good. My next quote is, "You are always responsible for how you act, no matter how you feel. Remember that." So someone could piss you off, but you know you're responsible for your action. Don't go outside your character. That's what that means. Okay. And this one is a big for me. Child, forgive your ex so you could be present for your next child. Let me say that again. Huh? What did you say? I said forgive your ex so you can be present for your next. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What did you say? Yes, ma'am. And I've literally just have to just do that. I've been did that, but literally owning that. And once I realized that my ex was my life giving, that was a life giving relationship, I now accept that relationship. I now could like move on. I now could like put everything in perspective. They're not supposed to be in my life. They're not a lifetime person. Um, I was always told, he always say, if we're gonna be together, we'll be together. Um, but I'm gonna live my life, and I'm gonna make sure I'm happy, and I'm gonna make sure that I take care of myself and love myself, point blank in the period. And if you're not there, then that's your loss, point blank in the period. So moving right along, we're almost done. I know I kind of okay. You know what? Let's dive in. You know what time it is? It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. It's time for fashion. Yes, darling. I said I need to just get the fashion part out, darling, because actually, and I needed to this whole of you already know time is money, and I just want to get into the fashion before anything pop off. We have a lot more to say, but I want to just do that. All right. So today, for my people on Anchor, because y'all can't see me right now, I'm gonna have to explain what my look of the day is like. Okay. So I have a two-tone, okay, half of it is black. It's a turtleneck situation, and it's a crop top. It was a full sweater, and I made it to a crop top, okay? And the sleeves, I cut it out underneath. So it's like it's open. You have the wrist attached still there, okay? So it has like a fierce vibe going to it, okay? The sleeves are blue and black, okay? The whole ensemble is blue and black, okay? So it's like a midriff situation, showing off my warrior scars, okay? My warrior scars are my stretch mark, but they looks beautiful, but you can't really see it. You can just see like my abs coming in because we've been working out and taking care of ourselves, okay? And so we have the skirt to go with it. Okay, the skirt starts with the blue layer. This is a knit fabric. It feels amazing to the touch. Like it's knit with spandex. Okay, and the leftover fabric that I have from the sleeves, I made it kind of like a bow for my for the skirt to give it a nice girly feel, but also have like a playful situation to it. Okay. And then it's just quite simple, but yeah, it's breathtaking at the same time. Right. So that's the fashion part right here. And I really love this because it has a turtleneck and it just really make you look sleek. Okay, the crop top just make you just look powerful. And I just like the cutout because you guys, negative space is important. Okay. So usually I use my graphic design elements as well as my fashion design element to create my design. So the cutout is like the negative space. I could talk about fashion all day. Okay, so that was the ensemble. Okay, and for shoes, we're because I wanted the outfit to be the focal point. We just used our gray 9 West delicious beautiful 3.5 inch stiletto situation. Um It has like beautiful details on the side where it's open. It's not open toe. But this could go with so many different looks. I really love this because it has like where you could strap it up and when you walk, because you know I'm a runway girl, so I like that you could wear that and you don't have to be worried about your toes coming out or what have you. So that's the whole vibe of the attire. And for hair darling, sponsored by the one and only SHERIDONNA'S Beauty Salon. Okay, we have our natural hair coming out, beautiful curls cascading. Okay, and with our hair pulled back, with our afro look situation, having that queen vibes. Okay, and we have a little bit of a knit, kind of like the same knit vibe, but it's in red to just give us a pop of color to just show the vibrance of us, the fairness of us. Okay, and then I just really love this look because it just pull everything together with the red in there. And our natural colors cascading, our natural curls is cascading down our face to really form everything. And with our makeup, of course, we did something really natural, played in the gold palettes. And for our lips, bold and red could be bossy saucy. Okay. Yes. And this, I did a matte red by LA Colors, and then I did the gloss by Broadway. It's the Ultra Lip Rose Emp oil that really gives a nice sheen as well as hydrate your lips at the same time. I mean, that's the best of both worlds, child. Okay, and then for our accessory, darling, for our accessories, we have our SHERIDONNA'S 3 teardrop earrings. It's in a silver color. It's silver family, and it looks like diamonds, but it's just a beautiful like playful situation. And we have the bracelet to go with it, and it just really pulls the look together without any, no fuss, no muss, because we're all about the minimalist look, but we always want to look fierce, powerful, beautiful. SHERIDONNA'S. Yeah. So that was a whole ensemble, darling, for the whole situation. And speaking about SHERIDONNA'S, I wanted to let you guys know we now have several different subscriptions, okay, from jewelry all the way to ready to wear, all the way to runway, all the way to plus size. So go and visit us at sheridonnadesigns.com and check out our subscription and check out all our redesign, our redesign website, okay, by our communication sister company, guys. So yes, I was considering naming it Wilson Bedell Communication or SHERIDONNA'S Communication. So I think it's going to probably be Wilson Bedell, because I really want my kids to kind of like still, I want them to end up running, of course, because we're creating a legacy. So it only makes sense that their name will be in there as well. So it will be Wilson Bedell Communications. Okay, so you can get your website. Okay, you get photography, you get videography, everything that you need to create your business profile on a visual and virtual situation. We got it covered. Okay, so go check us out. We also have fashion classes from Unity Fashion Institute. So we got a lot to offer, darling. So go and check us out. And I want to say a shout out. We don't really have a lot of talk about this, but a big shout out to Chadwick Bowman's. And all I can say, speechless. I really can't even. I can't even say. I don't even know what to say about that. To tell you the truth. Okay. But since we're still on fashion, I want to do our fashion segment and just give you guys three vocabulary words, because we all about education and we all here to inspire you guys. So I want to give you guys three fashion vocabulary. The first one, since we were talking about pattern earlier, is going to be pattern drafting. So what does pattern drafting mean? It's a system of pattern making that depends on measurements taken from a form or model to create basic foundation or designs patterns. Like literally, when I was doing my senior collection, I used a live fit model. Okay, big shout out to Janae, and a fit model, you just take their measurements and you're able to create your design. So that's how I draft my pattern, with a fit model, or you can use a dress form. Okay, so this is a dress form. This is a dress form, and you have all different kind of dress form. You can have actually a size 6. You can have, I have a size 6. I have 2 size 8s and a size 12. So depending on who you're making the garment for, you can have a dress form to be able to draft your patterns. All right, so that's a pattern drafting. Okay, so let's keep our girl in here. This is our Shirt on Design t-shirt. It doesn't look bossy saucy, and we're doing it something a little bit different, not just a regular t-shirt. We're gonna, give you a little bit of fashion styling with that. So you could just pair that with a cute little skirt or your jeans and you look slayed. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on to flat pattern making. What does that really mean? That is also a system of pattern making, okay, that depends on previously developed patterns. The working pattern is manipulated by using the slice and pivot method to create designs and pattern. Okay, so for example, literally I have tons of different patterns. So these are patterns. Okay, so this right here, this is a swimwear that I've done. Okay, this is my summer 28 all-in-one V-neck. It's a V-neck swimwear. So literally, if I wanted to change this, all I have to do is slice this. Like, say if I wanted to add like a different color in here, or if I wanted to be larger, or if I wanted to add a pleat or anything like that, I would slice this. I would slice it up and do a pivot situation. So that's called, it's called pivot. Okay, so it's called a slice and pivot. Okay, slash and pivot situation. Okay, and big shout out to Laurel in Syracuse University, because when she was teaching me this, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, like, because it was so fucking intense, like, to learn new ideas that you've never learned before can be very, very intense. But once you master it and once you understand the concept of like what you're doing, then it becomes really, really fun. So big shout out to Laura for like inspiring me and for teaching me how to be a pattern maker. Like, I will always remember you 100%. She has made a great impact in my life. Big shout out to Claudia. She taught me how to sew, and she taught me also how to do so much amazing things. So shout out to all of my professors at Syracuse University that taught me how to be an amazing designer, from doing my pattern making, from doing sewing, from doing draping. Like, big shout out to Claudia. Like, she showed me how to drape. Like, seriously, that's one of my favorite things to do, is draping and pattern making. Like, without that, if you don't know that, you can't even call yourself a full designer. Like, seriously. And this is why when I was speaking to our young people at DC Fashion Incubator, I was telling them, like, a well-rounded designer means you know how to do your own illustration, then you know how to do your own pattern, and then you go ahead and be able to create and sew your own things. Okay, so once you know those 3 things, you can then say that you're a full designer, and you could go over and beyond and know how to market your own self. Because without that, like, if you don't know how to, communicate your idea to the world, it is like you don't even have an idea. So literally, being a graphic designer and being a fashion designer goes hand in hand so much. So big shout out to all my professor at Bryan and Stratton. Big shout out to Lee Shelton. Big shout out to uh uh Lee Shelton and my other dude that helped me to just be like a badass a graphic designer. I could create whatever I want, do my logos, do all kind of crazy things. And I'm happy that if I didn't know how to be a graphic designer, I really could not be a fashion designer, because they go hand in hand within designing, within knowing about lines, knowing about negative spaces, about just knowing how about composition, because one of the elements of fashion design is proportion. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing goes for graphic design. The proportion is the negative space. Knowing, like when you're doing a flyer, not to have so much words, like you have a purpose. So literally when you're designing, also not to have too much busy things. You know how I was telling you about the shoes? I didn't want my shoes, I wouldn't wear. I'm not going to be wearing. I'm not going to disregard that. I'm not going to be wearing something like this with this outfit, because this is going to be too much. You see what I'm saying? Knowing how to do things, knowing how to put together. And this is where your styling comes together. So I'm happy I could be like a well-rounded. And it took years. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while. So I know my craft. So I'm happy about that. All right. So disregard that noise. And the third vocabulary word is muslin. And there are three kinds of muslin, guys. Oh, that's over there, but anyway, three kinds of muslin. Okay, so we have the coarse one, we have the lightweight, and the heavy. So what is a muslin? A muslin is a plain woven cotton made from bleached or unbleached corded yarn in a variety of weights. Okay, so the coarse weave is used for draping and testing basic patterns. So literally, to when I was in school and say I wanted to create this, I would use a muslin. But if you're doing a swimwear, you use a fabric that's closer to your main fabric. I wouldn't use a muslin if I'm doing a swimwear, because then it wouldn't act the same way. You know what I mean? So you just got to know the rules before you break the rules. So like I said, that's what goes hand in hand. My teacher in graphic design, he used to say that all the time. You have to know the rules to break the rules. So yeah. Okay, the lightweight muslin is used for softly draped fabric. Okay, so that is your satin. Okay, that gives you a nice, soft, elegant kind of vibe. Okay, you wouldn't use a satin fabric to be able to do a jacket. That wouldn't make sense. So it will give you different results. Okay, so that's why they have different kinds. And then the heavyweight is a firm woven, used for testing tailor garments and jackets and coats. So they have different variety. That's like we have different shoes for different purposes. I wouldn't wear stilettos if I'm going hiking. That wouldn't make sense. Okay. Or I wouldn't wear stilettos if I'm going to a picnic. That wouldn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So just knowing when to use certain things. So we had to learn all those things. So that is our fashion situation of the day, guys. We're gonna kind of like fast forward into the situation right now. And I'm gonna wrap up the show because I really needed to, go handle something. So the last thing that we're gonna talk about today is the 10 skills that are hard to learn but pays off. Ciao. I'm gonna go through this a little fast, but it's okay. Number one, staying present in the moment, darling. We still here. How you doing? Staying present in the moment. Okay. Number two, having confidence in yourself. Just knowing you the girl or you that guy. You got it in the bag. Don't you worry about that. And sometimes God puts something in your spirit that only you can have, and so only you can know. So don't worry about if people don't get it, they don't understand it. That's not for them. That's for you. Keep that. Number three, listening wisely. Most of the time, you listen to people who, like I said, that you're willing to trade your life with, but don't listen to people who have never been where you are, and never going to be where you are, or never going to be where you're going. Okay. Number four, managing your time. Child, this is what I be telling my daughter. You need to manage your time wisely. And that's what I tell myself too. So that's why you have to write things down, manage your time. And this is why I said time is important. I said I had to go for a specific time. So I have to manage my time to make sure I get where I need to be in that time. Okay. Number five, stop whining. Shit ain't always be perfect, but we're going to keep that thing moving. All right. How was your day? Fabulous. How are you? Amazing. Keep that shit moving. Number six, having empathy, knowing that some people are asshole, but you don't know what they're going through. So you just gotta know, be patient, and just people treat you how they feel. So If still be empathetic, but still honor yourself and respect your energy. That's it. Number seven, speaking up. Mess off. Speaking up. Sometimes you don't have to speak up for yourself. Okay, you can't wait for nobody else to speak up for you. You got to speak up for yourself. So that's what I've been doing my show, speaking up for myself. Okay, when I'm out here in these streets, speak up for myself. Number nine, getting enough sleep, child. That's why today's the day where I just vibe with my kids and enjoy the day and make sure I go to bed a little bit earlier than I usually do, because all through the week I go to my bed kind of late, because so I can get more stuff done, so I can be more productive. Okay, number 10, being honest with myself. Child, I know that, nope, that's not gonna work for me. No, I don't like your energy. No, that's not gonna work for me. I'm not going there. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not wearing that. No. Okay. Sometimes you can be so fucking dope. Okay. And rare that a person won't know how to handle it. Okay. And mess it up before they figure it out. I'm gonna read that again. Sometimes you're that so dope and so rare that a person won't know how to handle it. Okay, and they will mess it up before they figure it out. So I'm just gonna read a few more quotes, and we're just gonna wrap this up. Um, everyone, everyone you meet know something that you don't. And I truly believe that 100%. My next quote is, the power of this tongue will speak life into your future. So that's why I know word is so powerful. So whatever you speak in existence, that's exactly what you're going to get. And I know that. So that's why I make sure I speak positively to myself. And if you're not speaking positively to me, then you're just not going to have me, point blank. Number in the period. Um, don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Like I just made today perfect. Point blank in the period. Okay. Um, and my next quote is, decide that you want it more than you're afraid. Chill. I want it. It's mine already. So I've accepted it that I'm an international TV host and podcaster, point blank in the period, and I'm an international fashion designer and entrepreneur. It's mine. I took it. It's mine. And I'm bossy saucy, and I'm that fashionista that be laying and slaying, and I'm teaching these young people how to do the damn thing. Big shout out to Heba, and big shout out to my students from Syracuse that inspire me, and I love you guys, and we shall meet again, okay? Online and a virtual, or I'll see you guys in Syracuse. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me for SHERIDONN'S Diary of a Fashionista. I couldn't play every single thing I wanted to do, but I'm gonna shout out the artists real quick. Big shout out to Leela Janae. Big shout out to Tiana Taylor. Big shout out to her. Big shout out to Tony Monteron, and big shout out to Savannah Christina, which we played her a little bit already. So we're gonna. I think it's only fair that we uh, finish out with how we started, okay? And it's with my dude. What? My dude, Barry Salmon. Alright? With I Feel Good. Cool vibe.
I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, 'cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Feel like baby, from my skin. Then your hair dances under my chin. Wish we were alone, baby, just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh, oh. Wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone.
Just you and me. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys again for joining me for Sheridonna's Diary of the Fashionista. And remember, do not confuse a creator with a dreamer. A dreamer only dreams, but a creator, she gonna always bring her dreams into reality. I see you guys. Go and be great. I love you. Mwah. Peace.